Hi YouTube. Okay, so this is my fourth video. I think it's my fourth. I'm pretty sure it's my fourth. Anyways, today is September 16th. I just wanted to give you guys an update on the I think it was the 13th. I think I had to go get I wanted to get my HSG done, which I'll explain that in a minute. Anyways, for those of you who don't know, HSG stands for hysterosalpingogram, which for some reason when I was YouTubing people's experiences or reviews on the HSG, when they would try to describe what an HSG is, they would get the first two parts right, but then when they would go to explain gram, they'd just be like, oh, it's just a gram. No, it actually means something, believe it or not. That's my major. Here's my big medical term. It's backwards to you guys, but it's as big as my noggin. This is my major, so I know exactly what it means, which scared me even more when I had to do it, because histrio means uterus, salpingo means fallopian tube, and gram means to record. But in this case, an x-ray. So, just food for thought, just explain the whole word. Anyways, pet peeve. Anyway, so yeah, when my doctor was telling me that she wanted me to get this procedure done, I didn't ask her if it hurt, because I really didn't think that far into it. Even if it hurt, I would just be like, okay, I'm still gonna do it, because it's what we need to do to move this along. Well, she told me that it's a little, her words, a little crampy. A lie. Huge lie. I get to the hospital so they could do the procedure, and the radiology tech was so sweet. She was so nice, and she'd had this procedure done too. So she told me, she said, I'm not gonna lie to you, it's not the best feeling in the world. But I didn't really know how to take that, because I really don't feel like they would be like, it really freaking hurts. Like, they're not going to level with you and just tell you, because then you'll probably run out the door screaming. But, so I was like, okay, well, no matter what, I'm still going to, I'm still going to do it. So I didn't really care. oh man. I don't know if everyone feels like this, or if I'm sure everyone's is going to interpret it a little differently. But I always have cysts. I always have a cyst. I always have this horrible cramp or something to the effect of a cyst, and my periods aren't the best. They hurt really bad, but it's always just something that I have to deal with, just like anyone else has to deal with it. So you just kind of just do it because you don't have a choice, and then you just get over it. It's gone, and then you just wait for next time. This was not like that. Oh my gosh, it was like an isolated period cramp times 14 on steroids. Horrible. I don't think I was expecting anything really. I didn't think about what it would feel like. I probably should have though, because I just wasn't expecting it. It's not that it was unbearable, like I'm gonna die, this hurts so bad. Nothing like that, because it did go away. I mean, it wasn't 100% constant the whole time they were doing it. But when they first they cath you, which everyone knows that doesn't feel great, but then they insert another, I guess, type of catheter with a balloon in it, and they blow the balloon up in your uterus, and it doesn't feel good. Not even a little bit. And before they do, to get all this stuff in, they have to use that little the usual thing they use at a gynecologist, but instead of it, I don't know how everyone else's was, but the one that my doctor used, I would describe it as more like a portable one. It was about this big as far as like height goes, and it was like a hard plastic. Normally they're like metal or something like that, so it's like a hard plastic. And I have real narrow, I'm real small framed, so I have a really narrow opening. My bones are really close together. Like, the doctor's already told me there's no way in the world I'm pushing a baby out, because it's just not gonna fit. It's gonna break my bones if a baby has to come out. So we've already been through that. So apparently I guess they're just really narrow. So it takes her about 5 minutes to get the actual thing in to open up my cervix. That wasn't a fun time, but that wasn't anything compared to when they blew that balloon up. And it was like, when they put the catheter in, it hurt. It was real crampy, and then but it wasn't like cramps all through. It was like that one particular spike. You could feel it. It was bad. So I was just like, oh man, this is not going to be a fun time. And then they blew the balloon up, and I was like, by the time that other had stopped cramping, they blew the balloon up, so I kind of started all back over again, and then it would stop. And then when they put the dye in, nope. I was ready to get off the table, be like, peace, see you later, hope you got what you needed, and I'm done. No, but I was just like, oh man. And I felt so bad, because the radiology tech was like, oh, you can hold my hand and squeeze it if you need to. She was so sweet. So of course I like grabbed her hand, and I thought I was gonna break her hand. I felt so bad. And she said, no, it happens all the time. I know it hurts. I understand. You just squeeze as hard as you want. And she was so sweet, but I just felt so bad for her. I was like, oh, sorry, I just squeezed the heck out of your hand. But she was really sweet. She was a trooper. But anyways, so it hurts. It does not feel good, but it does feel really, 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 really good. It totally makes up for it whenever you see, because they let you, well, at my hospital, I'm pretty sure they do it all of them, they have a TV up or a computer screen. This is like a TV, and they let you watch it. It was so cool. It was like the Discovery Channel, but with me. It was really cool. And I saw it come out on one side, the dye, and then I saw it come out on the other side, and I was like, yes, I saw it with my own 2 eyes, yes. And then the radiologist told me, she was like, everything's good, came out both your tubes, you're good. And then the next day the doctor called me and said everything looked good. And then she said my blood work came back from the month before, and I had really high progesterone levels, which means I did ovulate, so that's good. I know I ovulate. I know for sure that I ovulate now, because I could feel it before, but that wasn't like a 100% yes. I knew for sure that I was ovulating. Now I know for sure that I do ovulate. I know for sure that I ovulate. I know for sure that my tubes are clear, which is really good. And the doctor had told me before that this test spikes your fertility like insane amounts. And then the radiology tech told me that whenever she was my age, she had a real hard time getting pregnant too. So she had this test done, and 2 weeks later she got pregnant. I like where this is going. And super cool. So my husband's not back yet, but I think, I don't know, ovulation's really confusing at times, especially when you don't have the normal period, like 28 day, or every month is 28, or every month is 30. Mine's not like that. It'd be 28, 30, 31, 40. It's just kind of silly. So I normally can just feel it, and that's how I know. And which is really good, I guess. And yeah, so my husband comes home, and either the day he comes home or the day after I'm supposed to ovulate. So they say, so the science says, but I don't really know. We'll see. So I have my fingers crossed that it'll be around the time he comes home. Yeah, baby bacon. Anyways, awkward. Yeah, so